Well, hello there. How's everyone doing? What's happening? What's going on? What's crack-a-lacking?
What's going on?
What's
Yeah.
going on? Oh, baby.
Yeah. What's going on? Just so y'all know, just to be clear, I'm in a really bad mood, so I might kirk out a little bit just on some wild, goofy shit and just sit here spaced out. I'm a little pissed off, but I'm gonna get through it.
What you mad about? Who you mad about?
Girl, listen. You know I'm already mad because I'm going to do something I don't normally do.
I thought you.
Go on, talking. Just keep. Go on.
$50?
Go on.
This is awkward. I hope they know how much you love them.
I'm sorry. Absolutely not. That did not happen. Let me be clear.
Okay. That's what I thought.
No, that did not happen. But there's still other nonsense. But keep going. Listen.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I've been given permission to talk about this particular topic, and I'm still not going to identify everything, but I've been permission to talk about it. But anyway,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, everything is good. Let's see. We've got Eccentric was, always, number one on the sign in. So hey, Eccentric, Desmond's here, and Radiance is here, and Best Friend.
Wait a minute, stop! Hold up, bitch! Radiance is in the motherfucking house.
In the he's a for she's a.
Let me tell you something. That fucking Radiance, when I say that, listen, and I'm saying this out of all love, that Disney bitch right there, like, I likes that damn Radiance. When I say I got my stinking life off of Radiance, when after we were in Folsom and we left the hotel, and we were about to leave the hotel after the last demo, and Radiance was just so motherfucking on. He was like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? Where you going? Bitch, what's the... He was just so fucking on, and I was enjoying the fact that he was enjoying his motherfucking weekend, because the weekend was over, everything was done. He was just in his face. Bitch, you listen. Bitch, I don't know if you was drinking. Bitch, I don't know what you was doing, but bitch, you listen. You was on. You was feeling good. But you listen. That's my bitch. I like Radiance.
From my observation, there were things going on, man.
Okay.
But I mean, everybody grown, so who am I? No judgment there.
Oh no. I mean, that's none of that says when I'm off the clock, I'm off.
Right. Like all of us, when we are off the clock, we are all the way off the clock.
Baby, listen, the way, and I think, Dominion, you've done this or do this similarly. Like, I don't give a, you can call me on Teams or whatever, and all that's great and fine. Baby, I'm not going to answer that. If it's an emergency you need to get me, when I close my laptop, baby, don't go to that laptop. You better text me on my phone. If you might get a chance to answer it that way. I ain't worried.
Hey, Aspen, how are you? So I'm glad to see everybody and Mrs. Sugar Snaps. And so the kids are all here. Well, we got a lot of stuff to get to, so why don't you just go ahead and tell us what's happening in the epic world of Epic Onyx.
Okay. I am
pregnant.
You didn't have to tell it. You didn't have to let it fall out like that. I mean, you could have just...
Listen, I mean, if we're going to bring a little baby Dom Epic Dom Epichisha, or this is epidomesia. Epidomesia. That's it. If we're bringing a little epidomesia into the world, we need to know, because when you start showing, the world just needs to know. And I just want to be clear that we did not do it. This was an immaculate conception.
All the way through. All the way through. But I'm gonna come back to that one a little later. But so listen, it has been we usually start the show, we talk about our week. It's been a pretty shitty fucking week for me. Not because of anything that I've done, but just because of life lifing. So someone very, very close to me got into some trouble. And their trouble happened over a month ago.
Man troubles?
No. Legal trouble.
Woman troubles?
Legal trouble.
Legal trouble. They
trouble.
Cut a bitch?
Let's go with that.
Okay.
And they were picked up,
and
they have been in custody for the past week. Their stuff is set for 30 days after they got, they first went in. So again, you got 30 days of being away from job, home, school, family, all that stuff. I have been serving as the person that is assisting and trying to keep your worldly goods floating. And so I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, taking phone messages from X, Y, and Z person, and talking to family members and friends, trying to coordinate stuff. And listen, the one thing you can tell family that I think everybody know what they mean is call somebody's family up or family member up, and then you say something to them to the effect of, "Well, such and such needs some money because they got in trouble, and this is how much money they actually need. Let's just make up a number. Let's just say randomly, oh, they need $5,000 or whatever." And that family member is going to say something to this tune, and I'm gonna translate. It's going to say, "Oh wow, 5,000. Oh okay. Well, listen, when you get it all, let me know when you get what you get all the way together, and I'll let you know what I got to give." So I'm gonna translate that in black.
I have no money and I'm not giving any money.
That's all the fuck that means. So you could have said that from the beginning, and that's what the fuck it is. But it took me probably 3 conversations to realize that is where we were. And then it dawned on me, and I was like, shit. I was like, okay. And in my own mind, I kind of had a similar conversation with myself, because I was like, listen, y'all heard me always say, and they know it too, $50. Listen, $50. I don't give a damn if you're 50. I can scrape up $50 for anybody's bail money. Now that I can do. That's all I can do. And I just found myself even questioning that. Like, was I getting ready to do this? Like, did I have enough to do it? But could I? Should I do it? And I did, but we didn't even get to that point because you got denied bail. And so, like I said, now I've been playing Mr. Fix-It and Mr. Keep Afloat, and I'm trying to handle your shit while we're not here. And love you absolutely to death. But baby, when I tell you managing more than one household, as I have already done with my mother, it is a lot of fucking responsibility. It's a lot of fucking work. And baby, you don't have any private time, because now you're managing your own shit and you're trying to manage their shit. And then on top of that, you throw in there a little bit of distance, because like with my mother, it was a 2-hour distance. Now this is a 30 minutes to an hour distance, depending on the traffic and the time or whatever. But let's just say even hour. So a bitch is upset, a bitch is mad, a bitch is tired mentally, and I'm already thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of what may go on in this particular instance. Yes. Now, I am hoping that all goes well and that you are able to get yourself back together on the outside. But maybe I do know that if there is a judgment I know this person, and I know that if they are sentenced to something, I fear that they will not make it. Not because of anybody else, but because of themselves.
Yes.
That's what I fear. But I got to tell you that this is not looking good, babe. And I don't even know what to tell you. But this ain't looking good. And as sunshine and moonbeams and radiance that I try to be, every now and then, I have those moments because I how dare I actually blind Dominion's ray of goddamn sunshine, but baby, I can't sugarcoat that any other way. If shit
right.
And
this is a mess entirely of your own making.
And so I am trying to deal with this, and I'm going to catch shit for this because I've had people that are close to me say this. I'm not going to point nobody's name, point nobody out and call nobody's name, Des. That I don't necessarily talk about shit that goes on with me, or they kind of fear how I react to stuff, or my reaction may be a little different. Well, baby, at this point, this is all I got, because this is the only reaction I got right now, because I feel like that parent that is sitting there watching their child do something, and how it's going to end, and you can't do anything to save it at all. And that's just kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
And, trust me, if there's anything that I could have done on my side, if it's just some random motherfucker, holding you captive or some shit, listen, I'm getting ready to round up my bitches, the ones that I know that don't have security clearances, and I'm getting ready to come get you out of where the fuck you at. Now, but this, I can't fuck with this. I can't do nothing with this.
You're not going to break into jail. This isn't prison break.
You say state of, or U.S. Department of, or police department of, baby, hey.
And I know a little bit more about the story. I mean, because you've been and told me, but I was like, when people do stuff and then they'd be like, what? This is the consequence of my actions. And then they're supposed to be like, now, and I know how you're feeling, because you're like, this is some shit that you did. And then now you're trying to make it my problem. And then your family has already been like, well, guess you're going to stay in there. And I know you're trying to be better than that. But at some point,
so listen,
what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to take out a loan and do all of this other stuff for some foolishness? And then, so.
Well, listen. So again, the part that I'm going to report is that he, in the grand scheme of things, they, she, I'm not sure what I said earlier, but they feel like there are parts of the story that need to be out because they got into a little altercation with somebody, and then somebody called them a faggot, and then but then it's just a couple different things. So I'm really struggling with this. Like I'm trying to ride with my friends. I'm trying to ride or die. But
my advice to you is to not say anything more than we have said, because when you start putting out parts of the story, now you get to be called to testify and all this other stuff.
Absolutely. And so I can't even speak on what I don't know about, because none of this I was here. So, but again, this whole incident is something that they're trying to get out. And once I can figure out how, if there's video and all that type of stuff, then maybe. But I'm kind of struggling by myself anyway with it, just because of the setup. But in any event, so listen, just fam, just keep me up in prayer a little bit. I think that it definitely will help. I know I've been chatting with people, Spiller Boy, as well as Des, and I've been having this conversation with you as well. So I'm just kind of, I'm a little out of it. So this week has been a little irritating, having to adult. And so, so I'm just bringing that up. That's just where I'm at. So we try to get a little prepared for the show and do a couple different things. Yeah, I didn't do any of that. I'm just not feeling it right now. So we have an entertaining show, because that's what we do. We come in here as a family and we talk. So that's what we're here for. And so we're going to talk shit and have a couple drinks, and that's what we're going to do. So that's what we're here for. But anyway, that was my week. That's where I'm at. That's all the shit I got going on. What's going on with you, Dominion?
So I mean, it was my week was Justin said he can send you some Werthers if that would help.
Hey, Justin. Listen, Justin was Mr. DC. He's the last. No, I'm sorry. He's Mr. DC Eagle
2020.
2020? 2020.
2019, 2020, something like that. Yes.
Yeah. Sweetest pie. Thank you for watching, Justin. And yes, I do have some. I do have some candy.
We've heard about your candy.
I mean, we've heard about yours, and we've heard about Justin's, and we've heard about.
We've seen video of Justin's. Mine is all my Mr. DC Eagle 2020. But yeah, my candy is all alleged.
No, your candy is actually in video, remember? In fact, your candy is international, remember?
Fuck, it sure is. It sure is. But it's you know where it is? It's on Tumblr. So, it's gonna be real hard to find it,
Okay, all right, okay.
But anyway, so my week was good. For reasons I just don't want to talk about some things as well. So we'll start with work. So I'm looking off screen to my list because y'all will know that Dominion keeps a list for lots of reasons. So I have some random notes. So on Monday, I, was out doing my walk at, the train station, and I met up with somebody that works at the train station, and she was talking to me, but my candy been through customs and I forgot. Yes, this is awkward for me, right. Is it not?
But listen, the cinematography was everything, though.
It was from multiple angles. It was like a continuous tracking shot.
Right.
And then Sydney sent it to me, and he was like, you should pay attention to this video, particularly at 15 minutes and 4 seconds. And I didn't watch it for like months. And then finally he was like, did you watch that video? And I was like, no. Why? I mean, okay, sure, whatever. And then he was like, no, watch the video right now. And then I watched it, and I was like, there I was getting blowsies in the middle of Folsom Street. So thank you, everyone. You're welcome. I will be accepting my BAFTA and my what do they call it? The AVN Adult Video Award. So I appreciate that. So
there was last month. It was September, I think it was. Yeah.
Folsom was last month, yes. And we're going next year.
No,
Best friend said we have to go. So we're definitely going next year.
We have to have this conversation about Palm Springs too. Yes.
Palm Springs, yes, all of that. But remember, at least, I mean, you're coming with us too. Some of us are going on a 2.5 week rich white woman trip. So remember, we can't do everything next year.
We cannot. But I'm just saying that's an option. I
yeah.
Have that conversation. Yes.
So, I'm in the office talking to this woman, but I could not pay attention to a goddamn thing she said because her wig was so distracting. And it was it was a lace front. So let's start there. But you know how lots of women braid their hair underneath? You could clearly see all the braids underneath because the wig sat flat on her head, like right here. It was like a flat part, and then it was like out and then down. That's how the wig sat on her head. And it was like you could balance a bowl of fruit on it. So, she was acknowledging our ancestors for real.
She's giving Carmen Miranda. Is that the Chiquita banana woman?
She was giving Chiquita Miranda.
Come on, Chiquita. Okay, Chiquita Miranda.
And how do I know? So yes, we already knew it was a wig, but how do I know it was a lace front? Because the lace front was not lacing.
You saw the little ripple, the wave.
Well, what it was that she was a light-skinned woman with freckles, but she didn't trim the lace right. So there was like this zone of demarcation between where the hair stopped and her freckled skin started. So it was like a visible quarter-inch band of light-skinned scalp that was there. And so she's talking, she's just like, and I'm just like,
you are hearing nothing. She's just talking, and you're just like,
he could have been like, the world, you won $1 million. I'd have been like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, I was like, this wig, honey, this wig, honey,
like,
this
girl,
wig. If she had said something, I'd be like, wig? Yes. Wig. Wig. Mm-hmm. Wig. Mm-hmm. So then later, because, as we are getting older, just start having random aches and pains and shit. And so for like the past 6 months, I will be awakened out, yes, Michelle, a zone of demarcation. It was like a quarter-inch of light-skinned skin that you could see, and it was made obvious by the fact that she had freckles. So it was like clearly a space where between where the hairline of the wig was and where her freckled skin sort of started. So it was a lot. So recently, for the past 6 months, I've been having this problem with my shoulders where I wake up in the morning and my shoulders are like aching. And so I finally went to go see the orthopedist, and they prescribed me some Aleve, and I'm gotta go start physical therapy like for the next couple of weeks and stuff. So I'm not looking forward to that. Not because I'm afraid of the physical therapy, but I'm just like, shit, now I gotta find time to go do this physical therapy 3 fucking times a week, in addition to all of the other shit I got to do. So, but all of that.
But isn't that hard? You have to literally think about you think about your life that way. You're like, damn, I gotta add something else into my day or something else into my week.
Exactly.
It's fucking horrible. Ugh.
And so here we are, and the orthopedic doctor comes out, and he is talking to me. And so this is in the same day with wig. I am just barely over the trauma with wig till I'm going to call him Dr. Cold Sore, because I could barely concentrate on whatever the fuck it was he was saying because of this cold, and he's a white man. So right on this pink lip was this cold sore just sitting right there, just winking at me. And the cold sore was talking to me. It was like, yeah, so I'm going to prescribe you some prescription strength Aleve. Here's a list of physical therapists, and you can find one that's in your area. And I was like, okay, thank you, Dr. Cold Sore. So that was actually Monday. But before that, on Saturday, we had Code Red at the Green Lantern. And you know what? I finally figured out what it is that I do not like about the Green Lantern. And it's nothing to do with the Green Lantern. I don't have agoraphobia or anything like that, but I also don't like standing around in the same fucking space for too long. And upstairs, where they generally have events at the Green Lantern, it's just one big space. There's no like, oh, let's go stand over or go around the corner or, go outside or downstairs. You have to literally go out of the club to get that. And so usually when I go to the Green Lantern, I'm like, okay, I walk to this corner, I walk to this corner, I've said hello to the people, and then I'm ready to dip. And so I was there. Plus, all of the most draining people in creation arrived early.
Okay, I'm just reminding it. We have our Facebook presence that's on, and so yes.
I'm not. No. Well, they aren't even. It's no one that I would actually consider a friend. So no, it's not that.
Gotcha.
It's just other people, and I was just like, okay, as a founder of the chapter, I feel like obligated to stay there, and I felt good because there was a lot of people there, and I see all them people, and I see $10 a head. And I was like, okay, great. So we've made a cute little bit of money. We've maintained this relationship with the Green Lantern and everything. So, feel good about that. But then at some point, I was like, great. And I was about to leave, and then you walked in. That is the only reason why I stayed.
and so
I was literally walking out, and then you walked in, and then I was like, oh, well, then I guess I got to stay for at least 15 more minutes to say hello to this bitch.
I'm trying to figure who said that, whether it was Anani or whether it was, I can't remember who said it. They were like, well, bitch, Benny was about to leave. And I was like, then I walked in and he said, oh, well, that's why he stayed. He said, okay, that's all right.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. And then I was like, and then I looked around and I was like, this bitch isn't even here. Where the fuck is he? And then I went outside and then I stayed. And then it was much better because it was just outside and just like not a million people.
I would love for them to use that outside in some way for the.
They can't because now they built all those condos and shit. And that's like people's driveway and stuff. Yeah. So they can't really do all of that.
Fun is, you know, even if they did something on top of the building, I don't know if they could do that, like an outdoor patio or something like that. Like
that would be cute if they had like a third level.
Yeah, like that
would be extra cute. So I mean, you know,
but
yeah. So that was that. And then Sunday, I went out with 2 of my coworkers to Easy Company for brunch at the Wharf, and it was it's supposed to be it's like $65 for all you can eat and all you can drink. Now, first of all, the buffet was not worth all you can eat for $34. So I'm gonna just start there.
Wait a minute. Easy what?
What?
You said it's called Easy what?
Easy Company. It's right at the Wharf. So I was also annoyed that they had a frozen beverage machine. So they opened at 11, but the frozen beverage machine wasn't even up and running until like almost noon. So I was a little bit annoyed about that. Overall, it was cute. I don't know. I feel like I might go back there once because one of the people that we were with was on a cleanse. So she was already pissed that we decided to go to brunch while she was on the fucking cleanse because she was like, can we just do this like another week? We was like, we sure can, but we're here now. So since she couldn't eat all the stuff, it's one of those things where if one person everybody got to get the buffet and all you can drink or nobody does. So I had like a light lunch or light brunch and everything. It was very light. I only had like 2 drinks and I had like some hummus and some other shit. But all that shit was still like $70 because it's all by the Wharf. So it was, I was not jazzed up about any of that. Anyway, so that was that.
If the frozen drink machine, if it was the Froze, which was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was a Froze, and so I was like, "Yes, give me that Froze." So, all right. So, we got a bunch of stories to talk about. So, let's start with this one.
Oh,
can you see it?
Yep.
Now, I must start by saying that I am totally obsessed with this song and this choreography. The name of the group is called Jungle, and the song is called Back on 74.
So, wait a minute. Before you start, I literally had to sit back and say, is my Brista serious or is she being funny? And I was like, so I had to watch it. And I'm looking
No, girl, I have, if this video, like, it's going to take everything in me not to keep rewinding this video. And this is only a TikTok clip. This video is everything. The choreography from start to finish gives me everything that I miss at home.
Okay, let me watch again because I was kind of like, okay.
Now this is the cutest part of Eccentric. There's a whole series. There's like a 30-minute movie that this video is part of, and each song is a separate video. The one that is the that has the ballroom track built into it, and they're doing like the runway is very cute. But this song is called Back on 74 by Jungle.
Okay.
And given that you know one of the flavors of men that I like, I think you know why I like that video. In addition to the choreography and all of the other pieces to it, but the actual choreographer of this song and the entire movie is this black guy, and baby, he is getting his flowers right now, because this song and this whole thing is blowing up all over the TikToks and the interwebs, with people doing their own interpretations and dances to it and everything. So
I don't know. The first time I watched it, I don't know if it was late at night. I don't know if I was drunk. I don't know if I had edible. I don't know what was going on. But I was like, okay, well, that's why I was like, I had to ask myself. But even just watching that clip now, even though the clip I saw originally was longer, because it had like a whole different couple, like 3 or 4 different.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 vignettes in the video, which is like 3.5 minutes long.
Yeah, and like I kind of watched that, and I was kind of like, all right, like, okay. But they were jamming. I like the movement. That's what I like, and it gives me a touch of Fosse.
It's supposed to be a mixture. He said that basically for the whole 30-40 minute video, he took inspiration from Fosse and those sort of musicals from the 70s, as well as black groups like the Supremes, the Four Tops, the Temptation, and how they would have that sort of crisp choreography.
Okay.
Maybe not the Supremes, but you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, they did. It was tight.
The Supreme choreography was a little soft, but it was very cunt. That was what it was also giving. Like the woman that's in this part of the video, they're all dancers. They all have very like I ain't ate since like God was a boy video bodies, but the videos is just letting you have it. So
yeah.
I think we'll skip over that one.
I'm gonna go back and look at it again and see how I feel, because again, I don't know what this, but I was like, okay. Let me go back and look. Because I love the dance part.
Right. So now here we go with this bullshit.
There's no more room. So are y'all ready though? No, we're not going to canceling, honey. No. Right. We're past that. We're starting at the top.
No, we are not watching this whole 5-minute video.
Okay. We're starting at the top. I need you August 30th. I need you to write that down, okay? August 30th, I'm backing out of the driveway, me and Jayla. Jayla says, Mama, what's that on the front door? I said, I don't know. We get out, go get it off the door. It's a fucking eviction notice on my front door by a black couple, and they follow us on social media. So how fucking embarrassing. How embarrassing. My stomach is killing me. Okay. So I sent LaShondra the funds on August 15th. I pay my boutique.
All right. So I'm not going, because again, it's a whole video. She'd have put her whole life on the TikToks for the whole world to see. So let me give you the highlights. On August 30th, she was getting ready to go to a gig. She's pulling out the driveway with her daughter and sees an eviction notice on the house. She asked the wife, who is a stud, is the studliest stud that ever studied. And our good Bristol Dominique Morgan already said that she knew the stud was a stunt because the way that her braids is together.
Yes.
Dominique was like, you don't have braids like that unless you're pulling a stunt. And I was like, that's true. But anyway, so what happens, what she's explaining in this part that we just watched, is that she let LaShawn, first of all, they're renting that house, which is no shade. I mean, people rent houses all the fucking time. She owns a business. She owns this very successful boutique, but she let LaShondra handle all of the finances. So basically, if the rent is like $2,200, she Venmos or Cash Apps LaShondra the $1,100 for that, plus, whatever rent and utilities are. That's how they've chosen to do their life or whatever. And LaShondra's supposed to pay all of that shit. LaShondra wasn't paying none of that stuff, and apparently hadn't been paying it for the past 11 months. So she's been pocketing her money. Apparently, LaShondra has also been scamming. I didn't know LaShondra was a minister.
Stunt queen.
And stunt queen. And stunt queen, stunt queen, stunt queen, stunt queen, stunt. Baby, she is stunting. LaShondra, I mean, and their names are Ray Chandra and LaShondra.
Rayshawn and LaShondria.
No, Ray Chandra and LaShondra.
Rayshawn. Okay. All right. Sorry.
So Ray and La. Okay. So Ray is the famous one. La is the stunt queen.
Right.
Stunt king. That's a stunt king right there. That's the stunt king.
We can call him a stunt king, but again, that is not for us. That is not a sex term. That is a attitude term. So
that is queen, KWEEN. Yeah, that is a genderless term.
It is no gender neutral. There's no gender. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Spesh has provided just a little bit more tea. The tenants called the police on LaShondra at her job yesterday. So because they owed, let's just put it this way. They weren't 11 months behind, but this wasn't the first time that eviction notice had been served, but they had sort of got it together before. But she also hadn't been paying like the water bill and everything. And so the people that own the house is this black couple who follows Raychandra. So, they're like, well, maybe this bitch is, got all these fancy dresses. She's going to Beyonce concerts and getting seats in the whatever. But these hoes can't pay they fucking rent. So finally, LaShondra or Raychandra sent them the money that they needed to be whole for at least the month of August, so they went behind. But it was like, yeah, we're done with this, so we're still sort of.
So here's the part of the story that I'm confused on, because when the people.
Okay. So wait a minute. So Spesh corrected himself. He said the tenants were surrounding the office, so LaShondra had to call the police. Sorry.
Okay.
By the way, please continue what you were saying.
What I'm trying to figure out is, so the young lady in the video talking, she is who?
She is Raychandra. That's the woman that says, hello. Everybody's saying, I know you think I'm a cold drink of water, but
no,
that's her. That's who this woman is. The stud is her wife, whose name apparently isn't even LaShondra, but Raychandra just found that out, that's not even the stud's real name.
Got you. Now, they are renting that house from.
They are renting the house. Raychandra, the famous one, who actually owns a boutique, right? And the one that goes to Beyonce concerts and does all of that, owns the boutique, pays her half of the monthly bills by Cash Apping or Venmoing LaShondra for the rent plus the water bill, the electric bill, all the other stuff.
Just putting it into perspective. Okay.
And then all of that was apparently not being paid. So LaShondra was taking Raychandra's money and doing God knows what with it.
Right. Gotcha. And so.
No, Lola, we did not talk about this last week.
The tenants was running the office, so LaShondra had to. Okay, all right, okay, now.
Yeah, so it's just a lot going on, and then so this one is a little funny. It's funny and sad. So we're going to talk about it because everybody's talking about it, but it is definitely on the sad part, and we are only talking about this because Raychandra put it all out there. If it was just something that it was like rumor and other stuff, but baby. She did like a 3-hour. Raychandra did like a 3-hour series of live videos on TikTok where she put all of the business on the street. Spesh said he'd been following this. So Ray didn't even know LaShondra had been in jail for fraud until a few weeks ago, and they'd been together for 6 years. It is definitely a lot. Wow. So this part here.
This part was just so crazy to me. I'm gonna just show you.
See, The first time I left LaShondra was December of 2021. I went and stayed in a hotel for a few days because she lied about the dining room table. She told me that her mama gifted us the dining room table in January of 2021. December 2021, I get a knock at my door from Rent-A-Center to repo a fucking table.
A table.
Now, I'm all over the internet. I'm all over the internet. I could buy 14 fucking tables. But you rented a table and lied about a damn table. Why? Who does that? Insanity. Okay? Insanity. I said, when I came back, LaShondra, if you lie to me again, I'm leaving. Okay? That was 2021. Now, here we are back in 2020.
All right. So that's that. So, and you know what? It's true. If you see someone that has, she has these dresses that are high couture, haute couture, high fashion, you see her with her hair always done, her makeup always done,
everything just so the
she may not be like a multi-millionaire, but she has enough money that she don't need to rent a dining room table from Rent-A-Center. And again, if they're showing up to repossess it, that means you put down whatever little minimal deposit you had to put down in January, and you ain't paid that shit since January. And now they coming to repossess their dining room table. All of it goes to show is like with, because there was this woman, Chelsea, somebody, Special will know who I'm talking about, this white woman that was real well known on TikTok for a minute for doing these videos where she would call out Ben behaving badly or white racists or just people acting crazy. But then she got caught up in some shit with some Native American activists, and, he claimed that they was just fucking. She said he raped her, and then she turned out to be pulling the very same white woman stunt that she usually talk about in her own videos. So that's why when we get TikTok famous, baby, I'm telling you now, I'm putting all of my shit out there. My credit ain't the best. Yeah, right. So yeah, so, and again, normally we talk about stuff and we talk about a little gossip, but generally we won't talk about this kind of shit because two people are divorcing. That's really none of our business like that. And I feel like we probably would have dashed over it, but we are literally only talking about this because RayShondra has put 130% of her business in the streets.
Yeah. So please don't please don't sue. There's nothing to get. You might can hit this moo. That's what you can get. There's nothing to sue.
Child, listen, you can't even have that. And so now, I think both of these dudes are sexy, but I have questions. So let me hit and hit play.
To a spot with Toby last week. First of all, you're spending a lot of time with Toby, and I feel left out.
I see you every week, bro.
That's for what? You see me for money. If you weren't getting paid, you would see me every week. Before you carry on, do you miss me when I'm not around? When it's Wednesday and you're seeing me tomorrow, do you think I can't wait to see James? Or do you roll your eyes and say recording day tomorrow?
It depends. Wait, let me answer.
I'm asking if you miss me when I'm not around. Bro.
That's jokes.
Oh, Jesus.
80s.
All right. So that's the first video. So I'm going to take this off. I have thoughts. I think in my thoughts, I am not suggesting that every two heterosexual dudes who gets on the interweb and have a TV show are homosexual or have significant feelings for one another. However,
I mean, oh, okay.
let me go to this one.
If I was your man, what would you get me for Christmas?
The first thing I could think of would be probably like a tour around somewhere in America or somewhere in Asia to do like food truck stops at different because I know you like your food at bare different places.
Swear.
So it wouldn't be a Christmas present, but it'd be like a gift in advance.
Yeah.
You obviously wouldn't fly in December. So it'll probably be like a next spring type thing, but I'll give it to you on Christmas Day. Either that, you're gassed.
I'm thinking I'm gonna suck the skin off your. That's what I'm actually thinking. Like as you're speaking, man said he's taking me to the US of A to do a food truck tour. Daddy. Swear.
It could have contained
You
a
actually
smile.
love, man.
It
That's
could have
actually
contained his
mad.
smile. He could have.
That's actually
His
mad.
lip was quivering.
You actually love, man, and that's bonkers to me.
I mean, we don't really have to say anything. This is kind of one of those like insert crickets here now while we get our. I mean, I'm going to go up and get me another glass of water. No, I think I'm gonna just still sit here. No, it's I don't even know what to really say, but here's the one piece I will add. If it is what I think it is, please send me the link to the video because that's going to be helpful.
I think that it is one of those situations that they are as heterosexual as they are, as the other one will allow them to be. You know what I'm saying? So like they're both heterosexual, but especially the light-skinned one is only heterosexual because the dark-skinned one won't fuck him. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm straight, and I'm sure he likes women and all of that. But if the dark-skinned dude was like
eccentric, yes.
After we finish, if the dark-skinned dude, because I don't really watch the show, so I've seen their podcast is called Shits and Gigs. I don't follow them, but I have seen them enough. First of all, the light-skinned dude is forever talking about sucking the dark-skinned dude's dick or talking about his dick or other sexual things with him. And I feel like they're both straight, but if after the taping, the dark-skinned dude was like, you've been talking all this shit about sucking my dick. Baby, he could get it. And I'd fuck him too. I fucked that light-skinned boy. I fucked both of them, actually, to be clear.
I was like, first of all, there was no question whatsoever that
Are you trying to say I'm
there is no question whatsoever that you may not want to fuck that young, pretty damaged looking young man on that screen? Question mark. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
I'm trying to give them not really the benefit of the doubt, because I believe that you can be on this spectrum from 100% straight to 100% gay. And I don't think that they are 100% gay, but I think they are situationally homosexual. And if situations would allow themselves where they could be like, I'm just fucked up enough that I could say I didn't know what I was doing, or they just had some weed, some good weed, or, took a hit of X or something, I think that they would do it. I honestly don't think that they're actually like two gay dudes. You know what I mean? Not in sort of the traditional sense, like not in the way that you and Eccentric are gay.
Gay?
Yeah. Yeah. You are gay.
But here's the thing. And
Lola actually has it right. I said situationally homosexual. Actually, that's right, Lola. They're situationally heterosexual. The situations that they are in and the lives that they have built say that they're heterosexual. But I think if they were to live their true feelings, those two men are horrible.
But here's the thing. Sexuality, as we've talked about before, is on a continuum. So you can lean extremely one way or the other, or fall somewhere in the middle, and that could happen and vary by mood, age, time, moment, pheromones, whatever. But I think that for a lot of people, everything's kind of sitting in one particular area. It doesn't mean that they can't move, but they're just kind of situated in one area.
Accenture said, situations will arise.
Exactly. So, I mean, listen.
Either way, I would definitely fuck both of them, but the light-skinned one, I would make love to. Yes, I fucked her. Yes. Did we fuck? Yes. I fucked him. Yes, I fucked him. We fucked. I make love to you. If you're going to let a fuck come between our love, then there's something really wrong here, baby.
Oh,
remember that old Eddie Murphy shit?
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
So here's the next one. And I had not seen this Key and Peele, this particular Key and Peele skit before, but this shit turned me all the way out.
Okay, I don't care.
You're sitting with situations,
I don't care.
and I'm trying to help people out over here.
No, okay, you know what, J. Krellin?
No, I don't know what.
You need to think about yourself sometimes before you start insinuating yourself in other people's business.
Well, you know what, D-Nice? I'm going to insinuate myself whenever and wherever I please because it's a free country, bitch.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, we doing this. Okay, so we're going to do here, babe. Okay,
yeah,
so
we are about to fight now.
Bring it on in, bitch. Let's go.
I ain't even playing. You know what?
Would.
Step to me then. Go ahead. Step to me.
Up.
No, I would love for you to step to me. I really would.
Bitch, you're just talking.
I don't even care no more.
You're talking now, and that's all you're doing.
Call me a bitch again.
Oh, yeah?
Call me a bitch again. No, see what happens.
Your wish is great. Oh, see what happens? I would like to see what happens. I would love to see what happens.
Oh, you do?
Oh, absolutely. So why don't you come and bring it then, bitch?
See, no, you are riding my last nerve, and I ain't even playing no more. I am not even playing no more.
Oh, it's on? Then let's do something, okay? You want to go? Do something, bitch. Huh? There we go. Let's do something. It's It's Let's do something, bitch.
What?
We told you not to mess with us, bitch.
Y'all just saw that bitch turn into two little girls, right?
Listen, they are absolutely hilarious. And when the show was on, I didn't even watch it.
Me either, and I'm mad because it was so hilarious.
But it's hilarious now. And I think at that particular point in time, I don't know if I wouldn't have gotten it, but baby, it is hilarious now. So
DJ said, so you rough ride the dark skinned one, but troop the light skinned one. Because I'd be like, all I do is think of you day and night. Yes, exactly.
Oh, that is hilarious. But
exactly.
Listen, he knows you.
He does.
We know you.
And so here is the last one for the night. I'm getting to it. Come on, just give me a moment.
Yee, yee, skirt, yee, yee, skirt, skirt, skirt.
Hold up.
You never loved me, Mom.
that we're gonna, you know what, we're gonna go like to MAL or something and be like, yeet, yeet, skirt, and turn the girls all the way out.
Oh my gosh, come on now. We got
and let's see what stories. I had one story, but we could just dash over this. Kevin McCarthy ousted as speaker, and I was like, well,
ciao. Bye.
Right.
Bye, Kevin.
Yeah, but the problem is, you know, now the craziest of the crazies is going to be, you know, out there trying to do shit. Now they got fucking moron pedophile Jim Jordan trying to be Speaker of the House. So yeah.
That's all I got.
Right.
That's all I got. I can't.
Oh shit. I forgot this one. This is for all of us who work and have to deal with craziness at our jobs. Trying to get okay. Oh, it's a YouTube video. That's why. It's a YouTube short. So let me add it to the screen.
Huh.
I want to discuss the difference in your performance between last year and 2020. You were the top-rated employee in 2020, but it doesn't feel like you've been nearly as present or focused since then.
Yeah.
What's changed?
Well, yeah, so 2020 was the second year in a row I didn't get a raise, even though I was the top employee. And when I asked why I couldn't get a raise, you said it was because of my position. No, my pay was a fair market value for my position. And when I asked where my pay falls on the pay grade scale, you said it was below the median. So below the average of what I could make in my position. So at that point, I just decided I'm going to become a fair market value employee and put in a below average amount of effort, because that's what I feel like you pay me to do. You've created an environment where there's no incentive for me to work hard, so I don't.
I don't really, bitch, I don't know what the fuck to say. Bravo, bitch. Bra fucking vo. Because, baby, you just told me that I'm working hard and y'all not going to pay me anymore because, you know, people seem to act like you just going to keep giving 130% for 80% of what I'm supposed to be paid. And then you're going to tell me that there's no way in creation that I'm going to work harder. And then you still like, well, your performance has suffered. No, I'm still doing my job, but I'm doing my job at the level of my pay.
And that part.
Yeah.
That part.
Gather. I don't usually have to gather my bosses together with me because I won't have that conversation about one or too many times. But, you know, I've had to talk to like supervisors and like, you know, you are not incentivizing these people to work hard for you or do anything extra, you know, but you give people a hard way to go when they want to take some time off, or, you know, when they need to leave a little bit early because they got to go pick up their kid or whatever. And then you're like, why doesn't, you know, David want to stay late or come to after hours functions? It was like, bitch, you don't pay him for that. And why do you think people want to hang around place? No, girl, I don't want to do none of that.
Yeah.
So, anywho, you said you had a story or two for us.
I did actually post it up there, but it was about Simone Biles.
Oh, while you're pulling that up, did you see that tickets go on sale for Renaissance on November the 30th? Well, the first showing is on November the 30th, so we got to get out
for the November 30th to December 3rd or 4th, something like that. It's only for 1 week, I think it is.
I didn't know it was only for 1 week, but we got to go, of course.
I just need to know what the
gonna get my tickets, and I'll let you know when we get the tickets, and we'll be good to go.
Thank you. The Cash App as usual.
Yes.
I'm going to. So
and
this
outfits, of course.
Well, I mean, we get to.
Not the same outfits we wore to the concert.
That's what I was gonna say. We get to do a second outfit.
Yes.
Okay, so here's this article. I found an article about Simone Biles, and it was from Essence, and it was about Simone Biles' husband, Jonathan Owen, who defends Simone Biles to a woman who was claiming that she was rude. It all started when a woman answered a query on Twitter asking about encounters with celebrities that didn't go well. She claimed that in response to the fan allegedly asking for a picture, Biles said, "Absolutely not. Your daughter is 4. She doesn't even know me." The employee in question also alleged that Biles, 26, complained to the manager that she was being watched and that Owens mouthed an apology to the staff when everything occurred. And so when Simone Biles' husband, Jonathan Owens, caught wind of this, of these claims, he went on Twitter and set the record straight, saying, "Spreading lies on the internet is crazy. It's okay for her to deny a picture. People don't understand. Sometimes you just want to shop in peace. If she stops and takes one picture, people will just keep following her and won't leave us alone." He then also added, "I've never heard her talk to someone like that. Like, why would she try to make her look like that? She's the sweetest person in the world." And so he's just out there really defending his baby. So I'm all for this relationship.
Right.
You know, celebrities have it's their job. They're in the public. So there's some certain things that the public kind of asks or demands. That doesn't necessarily mean that they need to give, but people kind of want to know. And if you are in that profession and you don't want your business out there and you just want to have that day where you're just doing normal stuff, I think it's okay to say, "No, I don't want to take a picture," or "Sure, I will take one." So I think we can go either way with that. Even if Simone Biles did say, sure, why not? I don't lost my train of thought now. I'm here for the couple. That's where I'm at.
But I'm 100% with her husband, because if she sees, if people see that she takes a picture with one person, then everybody else is going to be that just the one more picture, just the one more picture, just the one more picture. And let's just be also very clear. These gymnasts, particularly female gymnasts, aren't paid like basketball players are. So their likeness, even more than like basketball players are, that's their money. So right. when there's an opportunity for you to get pictures, that's because Simone is trying to make some money to recoup all that money that her and her parents have spent all her life training and going to meets and stuff. And yeah, you get a little stipend, but it's not enough to like make money off of. And so if she had been in that Walmart or whatever the fuck the store or the restaurant was, and she had taken the one picture, then everybody else on the staff would have wanted to take a picture. And they'd be like, "Oh, look, Simone Biles is over there taking pictures." And then she would have never been able to eat or whatnot. And I also just don't get the fascination. Now, yes, are there one or two people that I would be like, "Hey, could I take a picture with you?" But if they said no, I wouldn't be like she was being mean. I would be like,
she said no.
She said no because this isn't an opportunity to do that. And I just think it's weird that people are like, "Here, look at me with this random person that I don't know who just happens to be on TV." What does that even say?
Now, it does.
I just don't get that idea that people want to take pictures with people who are 100% strangers to them.
Yep. Now, it does ruin the experience that I would have, because in my mind I would have thought like, "Oh my God," like, so if I ever got to meet Janet Jackson and I went to go ask her if I could take a picture and she said no, I'd be like, "Okay, no problem." But I would walk away wounded. Like
Janet Jackson would be like, "No, you can't take a picture, Epic. I'm really not in the mood to take pictures right now. But thank you. I'm so glad that you're a fan. I really love you. Thank you so much. Bye." I'm sorry. That's my brother Michael. That's not really my catchphrase. I'm not sure what my catchphrase is. Shimon? No, that's still Michael.
I fucking hate you. But you know what? Here's what we're going one too. Let's do an impression of Ella.
A tisket, a tasket, kiss my ass in a basket. Yes, eccentric, violence. I have chosen quiet violence.
I mean, whatever.
But
Whatever.
No, I get that. Where, you know, if it's someone that you really love and whatever. But I mean, I don't know that I would be like put out if anybody would do it. Now, some people maybe are bitchy or they're having a moment, but I would just, yes, eccentric. I chose violence. Eccentric, I chose violence. I chose violence. Dominion chose violence because, you know, I'm giving you my best, strongest, loudest Demeter Joe Jackson performance. I think you love it. I know that you love it, and you love me. Me and my my unnamed child who I've never named, and I'm going to go.
Is Issa?
Issa. Okay, very good. I'm going to go back to my son Issa because you know, if you watched my documentary, you know that I love to like wash his clothes and iron for him and make him sandwiches, and then sometimes we go back to my house where I grew up in Gary, Indiana. Actually, that's where my family lived because, you know, like I'm the rich one in the family because I've only ever really lived in Los Angeles when we had money. So I want to thank you. And so again, thank you, eccentric. And
I just want you all to know that I absolutely hate this man. And, you know, it's okay. But the sad part is it's actually fucking hilarious. Like, I'm really trying not to fucking laugh because it really is a fucking imitation just on a comedy tip. Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He's fucking hilarious with it. But I'm also mad because I'm sitting there like, you're not gonna talk about my girl like that. Like, we're not doing that, bitch. Now, whether it's true or not, all I'm saying is we're not gonna talk about my girl like that. We just not gonna do her like that. She's earned too much respect. She's earned too much respect in these streets. But you know, that's where I'm at. But
hold on, you gotta. I'm in another camera. It's okay, Epic. Don't feel so bad. Everything's gonna be fine.
I fucking hate him.
And rain, you still too. I can feel your. See, because, you know, I don't actually sing very well, so I sing like every third word.
Well, here we go. See, this is where now we're going down this road. Here we go. We gotta fuck it up. I mean, like, come on.
All right. Anyway, so, but no, I mean, yeah, I would understand if whoever is your fave, if they wouldn't do that. But I feel like, okay, yeah. So Janet Jackson is your fave. Ella Fitzgerald is dead. But if we was with Beyonce, first of all, I feel like Beyonce would never be caught unawares. Like, you would never turn the corner and Beyonce is right there.
Yeah,
that would just never happen. I would just like explode into a puff of smoke. But like if it was Jennifer Lewis, I might be like, oh, Miss Lewis, you know, I love your movies. You know, may I shake your hand? And if she says yes to that, then I'll say, can I get a photograph with you? And it seems like, no, baby, you know, I'm trying to have some personal time. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I 100% respect that you are just a normal human being out here trying to live your life. And I think that I have some connection to you because I've seen your movies and, you know, I have like this, whatever. But I get that you're a regular human being. Simone Biles ain't quite on that level. And I feel like most of these people aren't. They just be like, oh, I got random Joe Schmo who was on this TV show once pictures. And I just like this whole celebrity culture just don't do it for me. Or like when people are like, I have this book of autographs. It's like, so now you got people's signature in a book? The fuck? That don't mean that, you know.
That never got to me, the autograph thing. But like I said, with Simone, whether if she did say it because she didn't want to be bothered, or if she didn't say it because she would have, you know, had the person come over and meet her. if that's how she's feeling, she's a still person. I mean,
I feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle. She probably, I don't think she said the part about your child is 4 years old, don't even know who the fuck I am. I don't think, because she just doesn't seem like the kind of person who would talk like that. And maybe she is, and she is.
And how the hell you tell it? You can say what about 4? I'm not a 4-year-old. Like she was saying it with the definite.
Right. And then, you know, so I don't think she said that, but I'm almost certain that she did say, don't want to take pictures right now.
Yeah. Or maybe now this is not a good time.
Right, because I'm trying to fucking shop in this Walmart.
Yeah.
And I don't need bitches to know that I shop at. And also, here's another thing. You don't want people to take pictures because now you can't ever go back to that store. So let's just say, because, you know, Simone Biles, rich people still gotta, unless you like Beyonce rich, who never goes to the grocery store on her own, people still like go to the grocery store or whatever. And then if all of a sudden it gets to be known that you're going to this grocery store, you can't go to this grocery store now, because every time you go there, people are going to be there stalking it just so that they can see you there.
Yep.
So
now, can you imagine Beyonce for some reason losing all of her fame and then becoming a regular person again?
No.
Because I think the scandal of how she even lost the money would be probably bigger than anything she's ever
But
done.
I think even if she lost the money, she would still have the talent so she can make the money back. So I feel like it would have to be, and I hope this never happens, but like the fucked up irony of like the fact that Superman ended up being paralyzed. You know, like Christopher Reeve ended up being paralyzed. So if something tragic like that happened to, I don't want to say any one famous person, but like all of a sudden they lost their voice and couldn't sing or was paralyzed and couldn't walk, really, that would be like a thing. But yeah. But I mean, how bad would that be for Janet? Did she would just continue? What was she? She would continue to lip sync. Sorry, that went dark. So anyway, so let's run this beautiful bean footage.
This bean footage is all for you.
It really took me a minute to figure out. I was like, is he trying to read me? Oh, okay, I got it. And you know, I had to go behind the velvet rope to get to it.
I mean, come on.
That was fun. I hope you're in a slightly better mood. I know you were kind of pissed off.
Yeah,
it's just an escapade when you're over her dominion. Yes. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I actually
you know what? But the funny part about it is I'm in control.
Is it? I mean, are you, or is it just the pleasure principle?
Okay. All right. You know, all right, you know, because either way, we are all part of the Rhythm Nation.
If someone decides to leave because of young love, they might need some discipline.
That made no sense.
really did.
Epic, I didn't understand what you were saying.
Listen, all of my J Tribe, all of my Janetics, you got it. Just rewind it back because there was a couple of them in there.
All right, Janitalia, why don't you all get together and tell me why that was supposed to be funny? Okay, all right. So we can talk about that next week. Okay, thanks. All right, it has been fun with you all. I'm about to go and watch the season finale of Ahsoka. So
there's a school. What is it? Sex education.
I think this is like the second season of that show.
It's a lot of seasons. This thing is actually kind of good.
Really?
Yeah. I gotta go back to watch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll go back and watch some of that tonight. I had to think about that. Oh, an American Horror Story. Are you watching? Are you tuned in? Are you getting into it?
No, girl, because Kim Kardashian is in it, and I refuse to do anything that supports her in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The last thing I watched that Kim Kardashian was in was that sex tape.
I'm watching because Ryan Murphy, an American Horror Story. That's what I'm watching. Kim is in it. She has some cute makeup. That's it.
I'm glad to know. Well, good for her, but yeah, I'm not watching it. I never finished the last season.
Listen, even DJ got into it. He said this show is the product of using your imagination and growing up on Dream Street. Yes! Smash even got it in talking about sex education. It's so good. Oh.
Yeah, I did see them that the black guy on sex education is going to be the new Doctor Who. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Well, all right, everyone. It's been a lovely evening, and if you don't have anything else to say, Epic, I'll say, God bless you and good night.
God damn it.